Into the game, Threepoint is gonna go with the SC2 race here in the bottom left. And the middle top 12 o'clock is gonna be Rumeith with the Brood War Zerg. Now this is gonna be a fast pull. Is it gonna be a fast pull from 3 as well? Does not seem the way. It's going into that Overlord. Can Rumeith get a fast one here? Remember, the links are stronger from Brood War. The Brood War links are faster without speed. They're slower with speed, but they have a little bit more DPS. They attack a quite tiny bit faster. So they are effectively stronger. Unless you have speed links against speed links, they will get outrun. And maybe out-traded, just because the faster moving in for the links, right? So. Okay, now I think what he's gonna do is it's gonna make a creep crawler, and a creep colony, and he's gonna make a what is it? Spine crawler? No, spine crawler. Is it a spine crawler? Not sure. Not a crawler. Spine colony. Sunken colony. There we go. Oh my god. Is 3 gonna be able to hold this one? He made a wall and hatchery, so his pool is quite late. And the creep colony is already transforming into that sunken. I feel like 3 is gonna lose both of these hatcheries. He should cancel this one. He's gonna let it finish. He's gonna try to utilize that production, I guess. But already blocking this entrance here, Rumeith. Kind of playing this very Brood War-esque. Looking very cool. And of course you can utilize a drill to get out of this, but these links, man, they're not gonna have a good time here from 3. Gonna get picked off. Was this build too greedy? I feel like the answer is yes. I mean, he's gonna lose 2 hatcheries. What's the answer gonna be? I feel like with these broodlings you should have attacked the sunken colony and put as much damage as you could. Rumeith is just gonna go into a lair. He's already finishing that one up. He's going into Zergling speed now. He's getting into a second extractor. He's making a few more drones. Throwing down a creep colony defensively here, and he has this 3-base setup as well. And can the Queen Ling outperform this Ling only, or Ling sunken defense there? Kinda needs a creep churmer here to get his Queen walk in. Sunken has 8 kills, man. So many broodlings. He's gonna bring a drone immediately to retake the space as fast as possible. You should have tried to focus this drone, I feel like, with that sunken. Maybe a tiny bit of a mistake here on optimization from Rumeith, but not really that big of a deal. In the end, he should be able to get up to meters, and he should be just able to kind of kill 3 in my opinion. Unless 3 can make something happen here, he should probably throw down a Spore Crawler very soon. And he does not have the Overlord in a correct position. There's no Overlord over that main. There is nothing that can shoot up from your opponent. So you literally should have Overlords on every base in a ZvZ where you play as the Brood War, as the not Brood War race. Because Brood War can't shoot up. And vision is king. Information is key. Now, definitely a little bit of a mistake there, not moving in with that second Overlord. I mean, what is he gonna find here? Nothing. And if he would have had that Overlord over here, he should have seen the muta timing. Now he sees the lair, and he's gonna see the mutas pop. He could have even tried to run away with these Overlords eventually. Now he has to kind of sacrifice it in for that information that he could have gotten for free. Definitely a mistake by 3. I feel like a few things that to think about. Maybe the lack of experience in the specific matchup, right? Now mutas are gonna pop. He's gonna start on hitting that Overlord, and he's going into a Hydra den. Banelings now busting in, but oh, can they actually get all of those drones? Now he's sniping those Banes with the mutas. And a bunch of Lings are gonna make it in. 12 drones have been killed. Rumeith, maybe a little bit overconfident here. Now there's still a couple more Banelings. He did see those with that Overlord, so he should have seen them, pretty much. He doesn't seem to see them now. But yeah, 3 is already gonna GG. He doesn't know he has no chance to come back against that mass of mutas. Pretty good play still from Rumeith, all things considered. Sunken rushing has been crucible commonly. Yeah, I still wonder though why 3 wouldn't have both of his Overlords over the 2 bases, right? From Rumeith. Because there's I mean, he could go into what, a Hydra den, right? But then you see that and then you just move away Overlord. And if you see the Spire, you also move away your Overlord. I feel like you can get a little bit of information as the SC2 player there for free, which you cannot get as the SC1 player because there's gonna be Queens on the other side, right? I feel like that's maybe an optimization that still hasn't found the way into the meta between these two. Not dying was the first thing on the mind, yeah, definitely. Now let's go into the second map. Loser's choice. 3 is gonna go with Brute War. People have been favoring Brute War races quite a bit. Let's hop into this one. And already going... So this seems to be a standard opening, right? Spawning pool. Early spawning pool here, basically 12 pool. He did cancel a drone. I don't think there's any proof of this now remaining, but he did cancel a drone. He did hear that sound, I'm pretty sure. And he's even going into an extractor? No, it's just to get that extra drone out. He will rush 1 drone across the map, it seems like. Maybe to a different location. Maybe something like this purple gas would be of interest on ley lines, I'm not sure. But this looks more like that sunken rush we already saw here in that first game. Now, Rumeith is gonna just throw down a spawning pool first, and I feel like that's a good decision. As strong as sunken rushes can look like, if you have a spine crawl up, it shouldn't be done or doable. And you can walk your spine crawl. You can make it in your main, you can walk it down to your natural and defend that one. Now 3 is gonna throw down a hatchery potentially here. He has so much money. He did set up his hatchery and then he cancelled it and then he set it up again. So he's not gonna throw down a hatchery. Is he gonna come back? I think he's like scouting for an Overlord. You can of course keep your second Overlord at home. That's a common strategy that you needed to do against Protoss in ZvP in StarCraft 2 for a long time when that cannon rushing was so strong. Oh yes. Spitting at it. Now Lings are gonna come down. And those are the real Lings. Those are the actual Lings. These kind of waddle. These actually run. These look like predators, actually really cool when they move. And these look like, I don't know, bunnies hopping up and down. Now he's gonna try to sunken rush again, but this creep colony is gonna take a lot of damage. He's actually just blocking this with the drones. Yeah, you should probably attack this one. I wonder if there was like a specific reason for that, but this is so fast, man. Creep colonies actually make super fast. Now, can he overpower here? These Lings are quite strong, but as I said, he already made that spine crawler and it's gonna be down here. Sunken is gonna finish up, but Spine is gonna be there to finish this defense and make it solid. Now he did invest a lot of drones for this. This is quite a heavy investment here, and is this gonna be worth it in the end? While I think I like the ideas, because I set those myself, right? So of course I like the ideas, I like the thought process behind this. It still is always a question of efficiency and how much you have to invest to get this actually done. Is it gonna be worth it? Because we do see 3 hatcheries up on the other side of the map. We do see gas being mined, we do see 18 to 12 drones. This is actually still looking quite good for 3 in my opinion. Man, I'm trying to call him 3 of spades for some reason. Of course it's Threepoint, but I don't know, since he renamed the account to 3, for some reason I want to call him 3 of spades. I don't know why. I used to play with a guy who was called 3 of spades, so that's probably why. Now 3's gonna lose an overlord here. That's quite unfortunate. Could have maybe saved that one, but that's a tiny optimization that you have to adjust the more practice you get in. But in this situation specifically, it will actually kind of hurt him quite a bit, because he's gonna lose that lead in the drone department here rather fast if he's gonna be supply blocked, as long as he is right now. Finally clearing up that supply. And during all of that time, lava injects are going. Rumeith is doing what I wanted him to do. He's actually having an overlord on all of these locations, and I think that's how you want to play this. This looks really good. He generates so much vision for himself. There's nothing really that 3 can do currently to surprise Rumeith. So eventually, if you have like a better idea of how to utilize this information, this situation itself will become incredibly powerful, where you can just kind of get that scouting information for free, right? Unfortunately, another group of links make it in, and those are powerful links. Man, they're so fast. I'm throwing down 2 creep colonies here. Of course, one thing that's kind of interesting and very unique to SC2 EVO is that the Zerg units the SC Brute War Zerg units do get speed on creep, but there's no way to push out creep except for creep colonies yourself. So it's kind of interesting to see this approach and how that operates. Oh, he's trying to break that spine, but there's a transfuse in this queen, so he should not be able to. And on the other side, maybe he can actually kill this hatchery. Links are trying to come over, but if you commit to the hatch, maybe... Nah, it's gonna be very close, and the reinforcing links are coming here as well, so it's not gonna happen. Also, +1 was not done yet, so it's not gonna happen. Now, with +1, this is gonna be quite should be quite a nice fight here for Rumeith, if he can kind of fight with even numbers. Even though he's gonna be down in attack speed, he still has that extra damage, so he's gonna have more damage overall. If he can join up his armies, man, I feel like he's gonna have a very good time trading against these links. No, he's gonna try for it, and he will still get the spine crawl in position, so he will stick alive. And yeah, that's gonna be not even close here. Oh my god, it actually was closer than I thought. But that +1 definitely helping out. Now on the other side we also get +1. It's still kind of far away though, and there's gonna be mutas. And it's gonna be 10 mutas, so that's a lot of mutas. Rumeith moving out his overlords now. I think a little bit slow, to be honest. It's also like one of those optimizations you can definitely do later on. But he will pay with 2 overlords for that. He has 100 out of 60 out of 100 supply, so it doesn't matter too much for him though, but definitely a tiny bit of a waste here. Now mutas coming across the map. He's gonna pick off 1 more overlord before he decides to actually commit in. Wow. The Brute War Links are basically having like a 0.8 attack upgrade for free is what you're telling me over those SC2 links. Or 0.7 or something. Insane, yeah. But with +1 again on both, it's gonna be quite terrible for the SC2 player here. Now he's gonna have a bunch of Hydras and they will assist greatly. Of course, Banelings are the power weapon against Ling Wars. As you can see, one is gonna be enough to clear all of those. More and more Hydras rallying in. I don't think this is enough mutas. I love the muted death sound, but I hate to hear it here. Because 3 needs to kind of find a different angle for this game, it feels like. He's going into a double Hydralist then. This might be to get the upgrades as fast as possible going, because he feels like he needs to kind of get something to deal with these Hydras. Maybe he wants to go into Lurker, we'll have to wait and see. But going into like double Hydra then signals more of a Hydra timing he wants to utilize, or Hydra push. Where he just thinks, alright, I need these upgraded Hydralisks now. Speed range, let's go. He has the money to utilize that. He's gonna go into, I think this is Overlord Transport, okay. And he still has that map control, he still has the meter flock. So maybe he can make something work with this. He is in a supply lead, but it's mostly drones. He's actually had a lot of workers. Now 1-1 links against +1 links only are gonna win here for SC2. Rumeith, and he will be able to pick off a few of those drones, but he's actually still quite far behind in the worker department. Now his army is better though. He has that Hydra bulk, has a few Banes in there, he should probably reinforce with a bunch of links. And the Mutalisks are not trading well enough against this. Now, can the Hydras actually... Oh, he's going for Lurkers. He's going for Hydra upgrades and Lurker upgrade at the same time. But I feel like it's a tiny bit too late maybe. Maybe Rumeith has a timing here. Maybe he can just snowball this correctly. He's gonna explode a Bane into the drones. Not sure if that's the correct move. If there's gonna be a big swell of links, you definitely want to have a Bane around. Because those links are just so powerful from the Brute War race. Still though, he's gonna kill a base, which is gonna be a nice pick, but he needs to be careful not to overextend. Oh my god, that's so many Lurkers here. Actually cancelling a few. He's gonna lose another base here, 3 that is, but in the end, if he can kind of kill this army without losing this... Oh, that's a good move though. Rumeith, I like this rotation here. Going to that base that was low at the last and still being able to pick that one off. Now Lurker's coming in here and they will clear most of this army, but a lot actually does get out, kind of, but it should get chased down by these links now. At least he can kind of trade. There's not just a freebie here to those Lurkers, but he will be able to just trade a tiny bit there. And even save a few of those loons. So, interesting situation we have now. And I like the Infestation Pit. I like the idea of having Infestors. Even though Infestors are not going to be good against Lurkers, they're going to be great against Links, they're going to be great against Mutas, they're going to be great against Hydras. But what do you do against those Lurkers though? Get your own Lurkers? Who does have more range? This is only 7 range. I feel like the SC2 Lurkers should outperform the Brute War Lurkers eventually by quite a bit. But the timing is on the side of 3 here, and just moving in now with the Lurkers, can he overpower this? The answer seems to be yes. Seems to be yes, I say. In the end though, most of the support units do fall and only Lurkers do survive. And Rumeith is kind of holding here. He's attacking with links on the other side as well, reducing the drone count. We were up like almost 70 to like 35 or like 40 drones-ish. Now it's 55 to 48. So Rumeith is catching up more and more. Things are looking better and better for him. We do get a Lurker... No, this is Hydralisk upgrade range, of course. So those Lurkers are gonna stick on 7, yeah. They don't have any additional upgrades. This makes sense. SC2 coming in here. Rumeith looking really solid. Should probably think about another base here soon. He's starting to mine out the first few patches. in his main base. Gonna get and throw down that lurker then. Now if he can get a baiting connection here, yep, that's gonna be enough to clear these links. And now he can solely focus on these lurkers. These lurkers don't seem too powerful against these hydras actually, even though they do bonus damage against light. Only 27 though. Lurker egg morphing here. Man. Rumeith looking to take this game right now. What is this? Oh, he gooped it. Contamination. I thought like I didn't see the overseer here. He's gonna pick off that macro hatchery and now 3 is gonna have difficulties reproducing. I mean, he's already having issues spending his money. He's picking up quite a bit in money. Without that extra lava from that additional hatchery, he's gonna have a bad time, and we already see this. He's trying to throw down a new hatchery in his main base, but this is gonna take such a long time before he can actually utilize that for lava production. Big move here for Rumeith. Now, can he capitalize on this advantage though? He needs to make something happen with this. Either go for the kill, expand himself, or get up a lag and tech. So he tried to get up that lag and tech with the lurker now moving in. They already have 8 range. I don't think he has a range upgrade. They should be able to get to 10 range. So eventually you should be able to just overpower this. And yeah, 3 is gonna GG here. Now, of course, one thing we didn't touch upon, but in lurker wars would be how do you say important is the vision, the detection, right? Oh, excuse me. So overlords being able to detect is definitely a tiny bit of an advantage there for that Brute War player.